A very good morning, students. Our session of compulsory financial management. Yes, now in this semester number 6, you are going to study financial institutions and markets. This is the compulsory financial management. In the previous semester, you already learned about ethics and corporate governance. Now, in this semester, the whole subject is replaced and we are going to study the new subject, that is financial institutions and markets. Now, in this particular subject, we are going to have 5 different units. Unit number 1 is about money market, second unit is about capital market, third unit is about Reserve Bank of India, fourth unit is of institutional or institute financing 1, and unit number 5 is institution financing 2. So today we are going to have an introduction of our syllabus. In unit number 1, that is in money market, we are going to see the introduction of money market, then after characteristics of money market, then after functions of money market, then after importance of money market, structure of money market, participating institutions in money market, then after instruments of money market. The next one or the last one, that is reforms or measures that is taken to strengthen the money market. So this is our first unit in which we are going to have a glimpse of money market. It is really very easy one. This subject is really very easy because we are going to study the different market and the institutions which provide the direct finance to the organization or to the industries. Now, the first one, that is the introduction of money market. Yes, as we all know that there are 2 different markets in Indian financial market. જે આપણું ફિનાન્શિયલ માર્કેટ છે, જે ઇન્ડિયન ઇકોનોમી છે, એમાં ટોટલ 2 માર્કેટ રૂલ કરે છે. ધ ફર્સ્ટ માર્કેટ ઇઝ મની માર્કેટ એન્ડ ધ સેકન્ડ માર્કેટ ઇઝ કેપિટલ માર્કેટ. મની માર્કેટ એટલે કે જ્યાં મની પરચેઝ સેલ નથી થતા. હિયર વી આર લીસ્ટ કન્સર્ન વિથ ધ કરન્સી. Here we are least concerned with the money part. But money market is a market in which the security which is near to cash, the security which is easily converted into cash, is going to purchased and sell by different members. Money market is a market for the institutions. It is a market for government. Money market is not for us. તમારા મારા જેવા ઇન્વેસ્ટર્સ માટે, ઇન્ડિવિજ્યુઅલ ઇન્વેસ્ટર્સ માટે મની માર્કેટ નથી. બટ મની માર્કેટ ઇઝ ફોર ધ ઇન્સ્ટિટ્યુશન્સ હુ આર ગોઈંગ ટુ પરચેઝ ઇન અ બલ્ક. જે બલ્કમાં પરચેઝ કરે અને બલ્કમાં સેલ કરે, ધ મની માર્કેટ ઇઝ ફોર ધેમ. The main purpose of money market. Money market નો એક જ main purpose છે, that is to circulate money in economy in a proper manner. ઇન્ડિયન ઇકોનોમીમાં મનીની સપ્લાય અને મનીની ડિમાન્ડને બેલેન્સ કરવાનું વર્ક મની માર્કેટના ડિફરન્ટ ઇન્સ્ટ્રુમેન્ટ્સ કરે છે. The money market is totally governed by Central Bank and the Reserve Bank of India. The rules and regulations of money market and the different instruments of the money market are going to decided by the Central Bank of India, the central government and the Reserve Bank of India. The maturity period of the instruments of money market is from 1 day to 364 days. It is less than 1 year. Here, no instrument is going to take the maturity of 12 months itself. So now let's see the introduction of money market. The money markets are part of the global financial system. The various markets that make up this system are all in one form or another. Channels through which funds flow between the users and the suppliers of capital move. This flow of funds take place in different markets depending on the characteristic of the funds themselves and the need of the market participant. The money market is where transaction in short-term funds take place. This is the borrowing and lending of funds that have a repayment date of within 12 months of the loan start date. So money market is for the short period of time, and the money market is the combinations of different market. However, the money market is not just made up of loans or indeed of cash product. As we shall see, there is a wide range of instruments used in the market, both cash and derivatives. And it is these products and the uses of which they are put that is the focus of this particular chapter. So, the money market is the center in which market participants, which can be government, bank, other corporate institutions, fund managers, or individuals, meet to transform a short term shortage of funds into their surplus. If we are talking about the participant of money market, then central government is there, different state governments are there, then after industries are going to participate, then after mutual fund companies are there, then after UTI is there, LIC is there, Provident Fund Office is there. So different commercial banks are there who are going to participate in money market. So the participant of money markets are the different financial institutions. A market instrument that has a maturity of 1 year or less is defined as money market product. As we already discussed, instruments with maturities greater than 1 year, such as bonds, are traded in the capital market. Yes, there is a definition of money market that we are going to see. Money market is a center in which financial institutions congregate for the purpose of dealing impersonally in monetary assets. So it's about the introduction of money market. Now let's see the characteristic of money market, the different features of the money market. The first one is collection of markets. money market is not a single market, make my words, but it is a combinations of different markets, different financial instruments, different money markets instruments are going to combine and they are going to form one market, and that market is money market. In money market we may include, and we are going to include, call money market, T-bill markets, repo market, and other instruments who are dealing in this market with the minimum maturity period. These all are the part of money market. So in a nutshell we can say that money market is a combinations of different sub market. Second one, wholesale volume of transactions. Now, as we already discussed that money market is not for an individual investors, and the transaction which is took place in money market is really very huge. So it is a huge volume of transactions. Now in money market, the institutions are going to invest in crores, in lakhs of rupees, and they are going to purchase in a bulk. So it is not a retail market, but it is a wholesale market. Then after, the third one is open market. Yes, over a period of time, money market is known as open market because the instruments, the money market instruments is available to each and every investors. So over a period of time, the instruments may lose the importance and may get thrown out of the market due to lack of demand or the supply of market. So for this reason, the market is open. Market is open for each and everyone who wants to apply in this financial instruments. So there is a no restriction. You can easily purchase or you can easily sell your money market instrument in the market at any point of time. So when the boundaries are not there, so for that reason it is known as open market. The fourth one is no physical presence required. Yes, in money market the presence is not needed. There is no office, there is no physical any office of money market. The whole transactions are took place within a phone call, or nowadays with the help of internet we are going to approach for the purchase and sell of different transactions. Then after, short term market. Yes, the maturity of money market instrument is for 12 month or less than the 12 month. So it is a short term market. The next one is players. Here, who are going to participate in money market? As we already discussed, the government is there, the Reserve Bank of India is there, the different financial institutions are there, the state governments are there, mutual funds are there, and NRIs are going to invest in money market instruments. So, it's all about the characteristic of money market. Now, the next point is the importance of money market. Under that, the first important is developing trade and industry. With the help of money market instrument, the organization, the financial institutions and the government is able to fulfill their short-term financial need. So, with the help of these instruments, the participant or the players of money market are able to satisfy their working capital need. And when the working capital need is going to be satisfied, then definitely the trade is going to grow, and when the trade is growing, then automatically it will leads to grow the industries. So, with the help of money market instruments, the trading need, the working capital need of the organization is being satisfied. So, it will leads to grow our industry, it will lead to grow our trade. Second one, developing capital market. With the help of money market, we are able to develop the capital market. Here, capital market is totally depends upon the decision which is going to be taken by the government in money market. So, when the interest rate of money market is sound, then definitely the capital market is going to grow. So, the growth, the development of capital market is totally depends upon the instruments of money market. When the instruments of money markets are growing, then definitely the capital market leads to grow at the apex level. Then after, the third one, that is smooth functioning of commercial banks. Yes, with the help of money market control, the Reserve Bank of India, the central bank, they are going to control the interest rate of the commercial banks. So, when the RBI comes to know about the total money supply, the total money requirement in the market, so they are going to make a change in the interest rate of banks. So, when the liquidity position is very tight, so at that time the RBI is going to decrease the rate of interest, and with the help of decreasing the rate of interest, the company or the bank, they are going to perform in a proper manner. So, with the help of this money market, the banks are going to perform in a proper manner. Then after, effective central bank control. Yes, money market is totally governed by Reserve Bank of India and central government. So when the government and RBI feels that the liquidity position of bank or the liquidity position in the market is really very smooth, or the excess money supply is there in the market, so at that time the central government has a right to increase the rate of interest, and with the increase of the rate of interest of money market instruments, they are able to control the situation of money in the market. Then after, formulation of suitable monetary policy. Yes, through money market performance, the government is able to prepare the monetary policy. As we already know that in monetary policy, the government is going to judge the demand and supply of money, and this is going to judge by the fiscal policy decision of the government, the decision of fiscal policy. So with the help of or by analyzing or by the analysis of performance of money market, the government is going to prepare a suitable monetary policy for the country. And the last one, that is non-inflationary source of financing. The instruments of money market, they are quite non-inflation, or they are not going to affected by the inflation in the economy, because the risk perception in money market is really very low. The government is going to decide the maturity, the rate of interest of the money market, and that is fixed over a period of time. So whatever the rate of inflation is there in the market, the instruments are not going to be affected by that rate of inflation. So it is the best source which is not affected by inflation in the market. So that's all for today. Thank you, students. Thank you so much.